Hi, and welcome to the I'm Bringing Healthy Back podcast. I'm Rachel. Today's episode is for the ladies. Okay, this is for the ladies. Listen. So if you're new here, welcome. If you are not new here, welcome back. I have a history with disordered eating and possibly dog hair in my lip gloss. I have a history with disordered eating, and I unfortunately have experience with self-imposed restrictive eating and binge eating. And what we're talking about today is your period and how struggling with your relationship with food can be made worse by your period. And so not everyone has the same symptoms, not everyone has the same degree of symptoms, but something that I've experienced, and if I've experienced, I bet there's at least one other person who's experienced this. And caveat, I'm not a professional, not an expert in anything. I just have over a decade of experience with struggling with my relationship with food and my body image, and I am in a really good place right now. And it took me so many years to actually realize what was going on around my period and how, especially during binge eating, it just made everything worse. So what I'm talking about is either before your period or during your period, you tend to have cravings, you tend to maybe have a stronger appetite. You may want to eat more, and maybe you may have the desire to eat, but you are physically not hungry. And I struggled with this so much for so many years. So many months I would, the week before my period, I would just have such a hard time. The binge eating would seem to get so bad. And then I would get my period and it would alleviate. And I'm like, oh. But again, it's one of those things that happened over and over and over again, and I couldn't connect the dots. And then it wasn't until I really started to heal my relationship with food and get more back to quote a normal way of eating. And I'm a big advocate for intuitive eating. Is I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this happens every month. And what I was struggled with was mentally, I was already struggling with binge eating every month. The week before my period, it would get so much worse, and I would just be in such a bad place mentally because I'm like, I'm never going to heal it. It's always getting worse. It's always this roller coaster of up, and then it comes back down, levels out, and then goes up, and then levels back down, evens out. And so something that even to this day, the week before my period, I have an increased appetite, and sometimes I have the desire to eat, even though I know I'm not hungry. I know I've just eaten. But the thing is, being conscious of this is part of my cycle is I have grace for myself. I know that, oh, I'm feeling hungry still, even though physically I'm not. I just want to eat something. I let myself okay, let's be intentional about what we're going to go eat. Okay, be present in what you're going to eat. Decide I want a cookie. Maybe I'll just have the cookie. Or I want something savory. Okay, have a small bowl of something savory. And then be done with it. Because usually now when I quote, give into that desire to eat something and I'm present and I'm intentional, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be getting my period next week. Okay. And so I eat something and then it's my body's okay, we're good. And so, it happens more than once, but being conscious of this cycle and being present in the decisions I make, my mind is at ease. I'm not overwhelmed. I'm not depressed that I just can't control myself. And your body may be needing extra energy to prepare for the next stage of your cycle, or your body may need more nutrients to operate during whatever stage of your cycle you're in. So this is specifically for women who are struggling with their relationship with food. Maybe if you aren't tracking your cycle, and I don't just mean the 4 phases, I mean your feelings during your cycle, throughout your cycle, your cravings throughout your cycle, your appetite throughout your cycle. Okay, if you don't have exactly what I'm saying to you, maybe you do, let me know. Maybe you have something a little bit different. Start noticing it. And again, maybe write it down. Keep a little journal for a month or two and just monitor. Just keep a record and then look back after a few months. Maybe you can look back and be like, oh, okay, so this is totally normal. This is something that I experience every month. And then give yourself grace to be open to maybe my body needs more food right now. Maybe my body needs more nutrients. Maybe, again, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Maybe I need to start taking a certain vitamin or mineral or whatever supplement because my body's not getting enough of. But again, a lot of that can be supplemented within your diet. And so be present, be aware of what's happening each month. And then give yourself grace when your appetite is higher, when you do have cravings. And remember, like, oh yeah, this happens each month. It's not the end of the world. It's not bad. And literally just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Because, again, if you're a healthy woman of childbearing age, you deal with your period every month. And if you're struggling with your relationship with food and your increased cravings, your increased appetite is messing with you mentally because you're trying to heal your relationship with food. You don't want to be a slave to food. You want to be normal again and not always be obsessed about food. This is just one small part that if you can just become aware of, okay, this is normal, this is routine, it's okay to eat a little extra, it's okay to give into those cravings and have that extra food, have that snack, and then swish, swish, wipe your hands of it, and you're done. It doesn't ruin the rest of your day. It doesn't ruin your night. It doesn't ruin your week. It doesn't ruin your month. It doesn't ruin progress. And so once I realized that, oh, okay, I just have a higher appetite the week before. And I typically forget that I typically have a higher appetite the week before. It usually clicks after the first one or two like increased cravings, increased appetite situations where I get a little worried. I'm like, oh no, why am I struggling again? I haven't struggled in a long time. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, gotcha. We're approaching that time of the month. And I let myself have that extra snack and I let myself have that extra serving, and I don't try to burn it off with an extra workout. I don't beat myself up and eat less later in the day. I don't restrict the next day. Trust your body. That is one part of healing your relationship with food is you can come back to trusting your body. Your body knows what to do. You can get back to that trust level. So along with trusting your body and monitoring for a few months, okay, how's my appetite? How am I feeling throughout my cycle? And if you can see a little bit of a pattern, make note of it. And then that's not going to help if you're struggling with your relationship with food. This is just one part of what makes the healing process harder because it feels like you're struggling more. And so, especially during this time, whenever you're struggling, just have grace. I mean, and every other time of the month, healing your relationship with food, forgive yourself, have grace, don't restrict, stay hydrated, choose nutrient-dense foods, get a lot of rest, move your body gently. There's a lot of nuances that go into this journey of healing your relationship with food. And ladies, this can be one extra part to it. And so I hope maybe this was eye-opening to you if you haven't connected those dots before. And if not, maybe it's just a reminder that your body doesn't need the exact same thing every single day, and that's okay. If you found this episode helpful, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. I'd love to hear any comments. Drop those down below if you're listening on Spotify or watching on YouTube. Be sure, if you want a community to come alongside you, or just me talking to you, being an encouragement for you to heal your relationship with food. I've been there. It took me a really long time. I pray it does not take as long for you, but there is hope that you will heal, and I don't want you to give up. I'm over here cheering for you. Give this podcast a follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm here cheering for you, and you are not alone. So thank you so much for being here today, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.